And yes, if you want to burn fat, you just might want to try this at home. I don't know what I'll be burning if I should do this.
Don't even try.
Yeah.
Like, I really like everything about the workouts.
Is it?
Yes. It's just burning fat.
I'm sorry, okay.
Yeah, I love everything about what we showed.
The exercise?
Yeah, exercise. See, he has done it. See the abs, the biceps, everything, Charlie.
So you like the exercise?
Yes.
That's what you like?
I wish I could do that, but I can't.
Okay.
It's difficult.
I'll figure something else, but it's fine.
Okay.
It's too early for this.
But, you see, Bright, in as much as in the world there's politics, there's everything. Entertainment is something that is gradually taking over the airspace, and I'm loving it.
Yeah.
In as much as people talk about hard stuff, you go on Twitter, you see the fix the country, fix this, fix it. But when it comes to other things that talks about entertainment, you see people hopping on it. You see what happens every Sunday. You don't need to go to Twitter to know what happens Sundays. After 8, Twitter is like buzzing because of one particular program. Good. So the Big Brother Niger, you see, Nigerians love it, but in a way, Ghanaians too love it.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like Ghanaians love it more than Nigerians.
Exactly. Ghanaians love it to the extent that I get confused. Because yesterday, the reunion is happening. The reunion is where they get to trash out whatever conversations that were said behind them in the house. Bloody. Yeah, so it's a bit bloody. Yeah. The confrontations are high, the insults and stuff. But yesterday was someone called Tolani Badge and V about who can take whose boyfriend. Not who can take whose boyfriend, but then a friend actually shown interest in the friend's boyfriend. Just to make the other person spike a guy who was interested in her. That's it. And it was back and forward, and people are talking about it. As to this morning, Ghana. Yesterday, they fixed the country, the tomb for COVID. Ghana reports about the whole bullion vehicle and the crime were there. But this morning, everybody's talking about BB Niger on Twitter, and I'm like, how?
It should tell you the strength of showbiz.
Thank you.
You understand?
That's it.
Listen, our blood is boiling. Okay, we are always talking about politics and who did this and who did that and current affairs and the money issues, the security issues. I'm saying we are tired. Sometimes
you need to.
We are tired.
You see the way Bright is always geared up with suits. He's always looking hardcore news, current affairs. Really? He's really an entertainment person, but you don't see it on him. When it comes to entertainment, please don't go there.
We are just tired. We are just tired. We are tired about the fact that it's always about one problem to the other. From Galamsey, we go to fix the country. From that, we go to insecurity. Are you not tired talking about all this? Are you not tired?
We are really.
We just
really
want to wake up in the morning and just listen to music. You know, feel refreshed. Go to
talking
work,
about music. Yesterday was what?
Yeah, World Music Day.
Yes, and the VGMA is coming on, and it's something amazing. Do you want to say it? It is something amazing.
You want to talk about the summit?
Yes, talk a little bit about it and the honours that will be happening at this year's VGMA.
Okay, so I'm happy about that because you know World Music Day is celebrated across, globally. Yeah, it's everywhere.
Yeah, it was yesterday actually, 21st of June.
But for the first time, we are doing something here in Ghana. And I'm really happy about that. So shout out to Charterhouse and the organizers of Ghana Music Awards. This is an amazing project, and we are going to support it 100%. Because I believe in the art, and I believe in the fact that it can actually push our GDP. Sorry, but I like to talk about money. It can push our GDP, and when it comes to the tourism and culture and all that. Listen, it's sending countries onto another level.
Yes.
If you are really wondering what we're talking about this morning, there's a story we found yesterday on this night about World Music Day. Take a look at this.
First observed in France in 1982, World Music Day, also known as Fête de la Musique, is celebrated in more than 120 countries globally. On the day, citizens of a city or country are encouraged to play free concerts in their neighborhoods or public spaces. The National Music Summit forms part of efforts by the awards platform to foster a national broad-based conversation towards the growth of the local industry. It heralds the 2021 VGMAs on the 25th and 26th of June. It will engage musicians, music producers, managers, distributors, and promoters, among other industry stakeholders. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the conference will be held with a limited in-venue audience and broadcast via the VGMA's social media pages. A central activity of the summit will be the presentation of a communique on the insights, conclusions, and recommendations collected from discussions to the Ministry of Tourism and Creative Arts for consideration. The summit will also see the presentation of the VGMA Titan Award to honor distinguished industry stalwarts. Additionally, there will be inductions into the Ghana Music Awards Hall of Fame. Meanwhile, the reigning Artist of the Year, Kwame Eugene, is the most nominated artist this year with 13 nods. He is followed by Adina with 11 nominations, making her the most nominated female artist in the history of the awards. Kidi secured 10 nominations.
Yes, there you have it. So it actually happened yesterday.
Yeah.
So if you had a lot of well, I mean, it was filed yesterday. We apologize for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the music summit here in Ghana took place on World Music Day, which was on the 21st of June 2021. I am happy about it. Shouts to Kitty. Ooh, I can't wait for the Golden Boy album.
Yeah. The Golden Boy.
Have you seen the teaser? Send me notes.
I wanted to say something. I don't. It is delicious.
It is what?
Delicious.
But is it the song or how he looks?
Oh, it is the artwork that comes with the flashing of...
Listen, don't change the topic. I just want to find out. Is it the work or him?
Together.
As the person?
A sandwich.
Which of these two are delicious?
Sandwich. Put them together.
And it's delicious.
The Golden Boy. And we can't wait. And you mentioned the honorees, Sidi Kubuari, John Collins, and also Big Ben Production.
Yes.
They will be actually honored. They are actually for Alex the first one. I can't really remember the last one. But then these people have made huge impact in the Ghana music industry, and they are honoring them. And me growing up, I didn't really see John Collins or Big Ben, but I heard lots of things about Sidi Kubuari. That's the father for Nadia Buari. Yeah. When it comes to Ghana Music Award and the whole VGMA and musician union, he really did he played a very big part.
I don't think even the music industry or part of it would have survived.
Exactly, that's it.
That's like a pivot right there.
Yeah.
It's like a pivot right there.
Honoring that man, I love it. Shout outs to VGMA.
Yeah, they're learning. You get there. Don't worry, you get there. It's a tough time.
Whenever VGMA is approaching, there's a boo-ha-ha, noise here, noise there. But then they always bring something that's like everybody loves it, and it promotes for the music, and the culture. We are waiting for the night. The night. For the music and the culture.
We are waiting for the night. That is the icing on the cake.
Okay. You said you were going for someone. I told you I was going for, I think, Kidi.
But I've changed my mind.
Oh, you see?
Yeah, I've changed my mind. But then I'll tell you more about that after this quick break. You're still watching us live here on This Morning Live on Metro TV. Stay with us. We are live on DSTV channel 277. We're back after this break. Don't go nowhere.
Bonsoir, monsieur. Madame. Et voilà.
Ah, babe, what is this?
This is the escargot. The foie gras. Oui.
Where did she go?
You pa one kasa who say obase or pay fiedian.
It's been long since you ever felt like this.
Welcome to the best in Ghanaian entertainment on Akwaba Magic. Welcome home to Akwaba Magic on DSTV channel 150. It's your moment. DSTV.
The world has seen a lot of evolution in recent times. Global network facilitated by trade continues to grow stronger and forge nations closer together.
On International Trade Focus, we'll share with you the current industry, tech, and commercial avenues turning the world's trade wheel. This is your gateway to international business connections and trading events. Get the inside views, vital information, trends, and analysis on emerging trade giants in Ghana and beyond. International Trade Focus, the global television trade showcase, transcending barriers in creativity and innovation. Join me, Anna Spiel, as I give you a whole menu of international trade activities. International Trade Focus, your timely business hub. International Trade Focus is brought to you by GO, ADB, Pediasi Valley Resorts, and Public Elegance.
Okie dokie, and we are back on your screens. The man with the news, Kojo Nyantaji Cranton is here with the latest. My brother, good morning.
Morning, Bright.
And how are you doing?
I'm doing well.
You doing well? You don't seem to be well. The way you responded, Charlie, is not healthy.
He seems a bit dull.
Really?
Yeah.
You people want to incite me to get, energetic this morning. I'm always full of energy,
Mm-hmm. Don't pretend.
I'm not pretending.
You look depressed. Are you depressed? Do you have depression? Are you depressed?
Why would I be depressed?
You look it.
Well, I would only be depressed because I'm trying to pull you out of, the edge.
My misery. So, Kojo is here with the latest. Don't go to work. Stay with him.
It's time for news on this morning, and to our first story. Founder and General Overseer of the Lighthouse Chapel International, Bishop Dag Heward-Mills, has apologized to the Ashanti monarch Otumfuo Osei Tutu over what he says is an old sermon that appears to have provoked some Ashantis. The said sermon, which has found its way back onto social media, is said to be questioning the impact of the influential king on his subjects and community. Here is a News Desk report.
In the said audio, the renowned global evangelist preached a sermon about kingship, during which he used the Asantehene as an example and questioned his impact and legacy beyond the yearly celebrations of his reign.
Very wonderful thing. Fill a stadium for failure. Feed everybody. And people will be passing by and shouting, King Solomon. Do you know what King Solomon did? Do you know what King Solomon did? Do you know what King Solomon built? Do you know the house and the temple and the city and the wealth that he generated for his people? And he said, even Solomon, when Jesus was not, even Solomon in all his splendor was not like this. And you can call somebody Solomon. Be very careful when you are giving such a nickname to somebody. We are often the most useless type of kings that ever existed. I'm telling you.
This audio has offended the king's subjects, with many pouring out their anger via social media, with some threatening to attack Lighthouse Chapel branches in Kumasi, the seat of the Asantehene. The founder and leader of the Lighthouse Chapel International, Bishop Dag Heward-Mills, has on the back of this apologized to the Asantehene Otumfuo Osei Tutu II after the sermon went viral. In a statement cited by Metro News, Bishop Dag Heward-Mills apologized to the Asantehene, explaining that the message was preached nearly 20 years ago and had been taken out of context. He added, quote, "I wish to apologize to His Majesty Otumfuo Nana Osei Tutu II for any disrespect, insult or harm caused him or his royal court. Please accept my profound apologies for the statement I made," unquote. Bishop Heward-Mills has been in the news lately following reports of some misunderstanding between him and some of his pastors, which has ended up in court.
Meanwhile, 5 youth groups in the Ashanti region have threatened to shut down churches belonging to the founder and leader of the Lighthouse Chapel International, Bishop Dag Heward-Mills, in the Ashanti region. This is as a result of a sermon delivered by the man of God some 20 years ago, which according to the youth is an attack on the Ashanti Kingdom. There is more in the following report filed by our Ashanti regional correspondent Abdul Basit Suleiman, read to you.
The 5 youth groups made up of the Asante Youth Association, Kumasi Youth Association, Asante Zongo Youth Union, Asante Student Union, and Mpomponso in the USA have mounted pressure on the founder and leader of Lighthouse Chapel International, Bishop Dag Heward-Mills, to come and apologize to the Asantehene in person or face their wrath. Addressing a press conference at the Ashanti Regional House of Chiefs in Kumasi, the General Secretary of the Kumasi Youth Associations, Kwabena Frimpong, said the people of Asanteman would not sit unconcerned for any individual or group to malign the Asantehene. The group gave the leader of the Lighthouse Chapel International a 24-hour ultimatum to apologize to the king or face dealing with the closure of his churches within the jurisdiction of the Asantehene.
With much regret, some people who are purported domicile in the diaspora have triggered an unguided attacks on the king. Such uncouth characters are heard on various audios, videos, circulating on social media, website, etc. We were shocked to our bone marrow when we intercepted an audio of a respected religious leader, in which I'm a church member, Bishop Dag Heward-Mills, the founder and leader of Lighthouse Chapel International, using unprintable and unfounded words against His Royal Majesty. This has indeed broken our long and painful silence. We know that there is a grand agenda to defame His Royal Majesty, the King Solomon of our time. Such characters must be dealt with and will be dealt with to the brim, and we are making it clear.
Kwabena Frimpong intimated that the Asantehene does not take taxes from Ghanaians, but shows love to all Ghanaians and must be treated with respect.
The people of Ghana pay their taxes to the central government, not to Asantehene. And we also put to them that which of the election years in Ghana has he, Bishop Dag, and these non-entities cast their ballot for His Royal Majesty Otumfuo Osei Tutu? Or have they even seen the king's picture on the ballot as a candidate? We would like to put it to them. Does Bishop Dag Heward-Mills give his huge offerings and tithes that he receives monthly from his church members to Asantehene to develop Asanteman? We would like to know.
The group took the opportunity to showcase several interventions by the Asantehene in the country and warned religious leaders and politicians against the use of derogatory words in describing the king. Even though the bishop has apologized in a statement to the king, the youth still hold that Asantehene is above a mere statement as an apology.
Now, away from that and on to other matters. In a bid to transform the national capital as well as provide solutions to everyday challenges in the region, such as poor sanitation, congestion, amongst others, the Greater Accra Regional Minister, Henry Quartey, with support from the Regional Coordinating Council, has yesterday hinted of plans to introduce an Operation Clean Your Frontage as part of Making Accra Work Again campaign. Henry Quartey, while addressing assembly members of all municipal assemblies in Accra, called on assembly members to revive existing bylaws as well as pass the Operation Clean Your Frontage within the shortest possible time.
As part of the stakeholder engagements, and the Let's Make Accra Work agenda. Today, we have met with all the assembly members in Greater Accra, including government appointees. They number about 621. Now, we have discussed here today, and we have agreed that they should revive the bylaws. Those that are not in place, they should, as a matter of urgency, pass one. Notable amongst them is to pass a bylaw we'll call Operation Clean Your Frontage. And that when that bylaw is passed, companies, institutions, businesses, households, landlords will be responsible for their immediate surroundings in terms of ensuring total cleanliness. The assemblies will also ensure markets, principal streets and all that are cleaned. So therefore, people will go around, and if it is found that your frontage is not clean, then you are fined. Aside that, the Regional Security Council, of which I'm a chairman, has met. They have taken a decision. In Greater Accra, we are not saying that motorbike riders should be harassed. Now what we are saying is that going forward, there's a committee in place. All motorbike riders are to ensure their motorbikes are properly registered, properly insured, and they are to wear helmets at all times. No motor rider is supposed to carry more than 2 persons going forward. If you carry more than 2 persons, then you know it's an offense. Number 3 or 4 is they have to respect and abide by all the traffic regulations in Accra. Red means red.
And into some research work, a latest survey by the Child Rights International indicates that over 6,000 out of 11,228 children have indicated their willingness to leave the country in search of greener pastures and to also get better education. Executive Director of Child Rights International, Bright Appiah, has stressed that Ghana currently lacks a national development agenda which involves children's welfare.
There's a lot of things that are going on that we don't have a national agenda that children have understanding of it. Therefore, they feel that most of the things are done according to their own dictate. But we should clearly spell out the national agenda that children must have understanding about. Once we are able to do that, children will drive that agenda and then they will contribute their quota to Ghana's development.
The survey, Ghana Through the Eyes of Children, Present and the Next 20 Years, gathered the views of children in the area of education, patriotism and migration, among other topics, with 47% of children painting a bleak picture as to how the country's current educational system will help them secure their future. The Executive Director of Child Rights International asked stakeholders to put policies into perspective to safeguard the future of Ghanaian children.
So clearly, they know what they are talking about, and I think that it is on us to put things in perspective so that children will have a clear understanding of where the country is going. Once we have that, I think that a lot of things we will resolve it without necessarily even going through some ways and all that.
The Executive Director also charged the government to implement policies regarding children and strengthen institutions that are in charge of the affairs of children.
We've hit more than 100% in terms of the policy system that we have. But one of the things that I think that we fall short has to do with the issue of implementation of these policies and programs and all that. And that, for me, if you are able to also bring that to a certain level, we can make children have a better life. But on the basis of implementation, I don't think that we've done enough. For me, it's just we have the systems, and all that we need to do is to finance engineer the processes so that at least they can work, and that comes to the issue of building the human capacity and also financing them so that they can do what is expected of them.
Residents and companies along a major drain around the Kasapreko Bottling Company in the Spintex Light Industrial Area in the TEMA West Municipality can now heave a sigh of relief, as dredging has now begun on the drain few days after Metro News' report on the health dangers posed by the discharge of industrial waste into the choked drains of residents. The respondents expressed gratitude to Metro News.
Metro News Greater Accra Regional Correspondent Samuel Asamoah last week brought to the notice of authorities how the company's industrial waste discharge into an open but choked drain continues to expose residents to health hazards and negatively affect their businesses. The poorly constructed drain, which carries huge volumes of water uphill through the TEMA Accra motorway ending in the sea, continues to result in flooding of residents' homes and companies as close by. The TEMA Municipal NADMO, few hours after the publication, could be seen at the spot with an excavator and commenced dredging the choked drain. Two staff members of Akwaba Oil Refinery, one of the companies funding the dredging, Mastura Lukman and Doris Bossa, have been speaking about their suffering whenever it rains.
They've done a very good job. We didn't know they would come this early or do this quickly. As you can see, it was very bad. The flood was serious. Whenever it rains, it comes to our offices and all that. But with this, it has rained for like some few days now, and we are not experiencing any flood.
Yashase, ena yate gataimu kama. Nenso ye ehua ko hia se other companies so beba. Na de esese NADMO eye eka adwuma no ho na adwuma no wie peye no ekoso.
A resident, Isaac Oyote, elated about the dredging, called on residents to support the ongoing work.
But what you people can support to do the work, that let's put a cement inside. That be once and for all.
The TEMA Municipal NADMO Director, Michael Don Lawe, however, exposed that companies along the drain that promised to support the dredging have refused to honor their pledge, leaving funding to only 4 companies.
Every year, you realize anytime it rains heavily, the motorways get flooded. This is the exact place. If the dredging is not done on time and it's not done very well, we have these problems. You see, most of the companies have got very close to the drain. It makes the dredging very, very difficult. The machine don't really have a space to stand to do the dredging very, very well. That's been a problem.
And on this note, we end news on this morning. Thanks for listening in. Nanaya, right.
Oh, yes, we are back. And thank you, Kojo, for the news update there. So we want to talk about COVID-19 and the new Indian variant that have been found here in Ghana. I have a piece here that I want to read out loud for all of you to hear. And it says, the most contagious COVID-19 variant originating from India has been recorded in Ghana. And head of the West Africa Center for Cell Biology and Infectious Pathogens, WABIC, of the University of Ghana, Professor Gordon Awandari, confirmed that the Indian variant, also known as the Delta variant, is one of the 45 variants which are currently in Ghana. So 45 different variants in Ghana. Yes, and we now have the Indian added into it, which we are told that not even the AstraZeneca or Sputnik V can be effective against it. Yes, and I hope we are not back to square one. And Kojo, who goes first?
Okay, should I go first?
Yeah.
Okay. I asked until yesterday, like I hadn't heard anything about that. And it comes back to say that we in the media space, we haven't had any awareness. I want to hammer on the awareness part, because you see the whole COVID came and we were so passionate about it. We were talking about it, given the protocol, the steps, and this new, you said it's an Indian variant that's in the country now. If the Sputnik and the AstraZeneca can't even be effective, because I have taken my injection. So if I'm exposed to this and I can get it, then why go through all? Something like this is in Ghana. I mean, the health minister or someone, the health service, they have to come out and tell us how we can also put in measures to protect ourselves. And also you spoke about 45 other variants. That means we've passed 1, 2, 3, 2. Now we are 45, and these ones we don't even know anything about it. Is it that when they tell us we'll be scared, or if they tell us things are not put in place?
So you are worried about the fact that communication is poor?
Exactly. The awareness is not there. The awareness is like so low about these whole variants that are in the country. You see, when South Africans had to halt the AstraZeneca for because there were other variants that they felt the AstraZeneca couldn't, hold it. Exactly. It couldn't fight it, so they had to halt it. You see, even in Ghana, we heard about it, but there are 45 new variants in the system, and we haven't heard about it. That's very alarming. That's very alarming.
Kojo?
Well, with this coming up, it brings up some questions. So when did this variant come in play? When did it get here? All right, and what's the purpose of the vaccine that we've taken? It raises so many questions. And then I would also want to touch on the compliance of citizens. It's very appalling. You see people in town, and then it's as though everything is back to normal, which is very, very troubling. People are seated in public transport, they are seated at public areas, and then they haven't protected themselves at all. It is zero protection. And with this new variant coming in, it's very devastating, because you read news from India, and then you realize they are really going through a lot. They are going through a lot. And if we here in Ghana, given how we do our things, we don't try, like, in any way possible to protect ourselves, it's going to be a gory scene.
I can sense the fear in your voice, Kojo.
It's troubling.
But then this one coming in from the World Health Organization, WHO, says it has classified this coronavirus variant, first found in India last year, as a variant of global concern. It said preliminary studies showed that this specific mutation spreads more easily than other variants. Yes, so let's say if the first one was spreading at a pace of 5, this can go at a pace of 1. It's that fast. It's that fast. And we have to go back to the protocols, the bases, the wearing of masks, the washing of our hands, keeping social distancing, using sanitizers. Let's go back to these things. We've been able to follow protocols, and we are good, even though we know that somehow funerals were organized and people were packed there and all that. Yes, which we are not done talking about it.
Exactly.
We are not done talking about that, and we are still hoping that all those who were involved will be brought to book. There's a new variant in town.
Will they be brought?
Hopefully.
Well, yeah, I think now is the time for media to also, awaken the spirit of media. To simply put, we need to start making noise about this yet again, because when we started with some few cases, in fact, the awareness was all over the place. We're all, interested. The whole population was interested. But now that we've exceeded thousands and all that, it looks as though we are all relaxed. And with this new variant coming in, I think we need to go back to the basics, as you rightly said, Bright.
Yeah, let's not trigger anything. Okay, it's only one that you've recorded, because it came from somewhere else.
Yeah.
Okay, let's not trigger anything. Once we know about this, let's go back to the basics. Okay, let's go back to that. Let's wear our nose masks. Let's keep social distance. Let's sanitize our hands.
But right, if anything will come into the country, it has to come from the airports.
Exactly.
Are the security checks, are the protocols that are put in place, so actually screen and check these things, put in proper place. Measures are taken to ensure that these things don't come. Because I'm already in the country.
If you hadn't been for the airport on the measures like you are talking about, hadn't worked at the time, we wouldn't have been able to detect this Indian variant.
But after they detected it, what next?
Exactly. That's how we are being told, and I believe the person will be quarantined or quarantined anywhere, anyhow you want to say it. I believe they will go through all this process, okay, and they'll be kept safe away from others, and hopefully when they are treated.
Okay, can I probe in further and say how is the person going to be kept safe and well? Because if the injection is not really working, the normal things they ask us to do, boost your immune system, are these things going to work for that person? Do we know that?
That I can't give you an answer because I don't work with one big or anything. But what I can say is that let's just stay hopeful. Okay. Let's just stay hopeful. That's
right. Now is not the time to stay hopeful. Now is the time to take action. Talk of communication. Now. Talk of putting in measures to deal with this. Trust me. People haven't grasped the idea of COVID-19 and how devastating it is.
But we always want to say
until you have
the leaders who are supposed to be telling what to do are going to funerals that are crowded. So those are supposed to be keeping us in check.
So you realize that right from the top to the bottom, there is so much work to be done.
Yeah.
All right. And then the communication isn't as effective as it should be. All right, because if there's this new variant, for me, I think it should rather ginger people to hammer home the idea that we need to protect ourselves. Because, well, I don't know. For me, it's not.
You are of the view that we should go back to we should go back. We should really make it twice, double. Exactly. Putting on the masks.
We should make noise
during the whole social distancing. But right now, that's the open places like the movie cinemas and things.
You know.
Oh, but those places, there are protocols that are put in place. For that, the GTA made sure that before the cinemas were coming back, because their crowd started working, I think, last 2 weeks, and before these things came, their protocol right now, I can say, is the best. Okay. Apart from airports.
Okay. Lastly.
A very quick one. Let's make it quick.
Sure. A law was passed concerning the usage of nose masks.
Yeah.
Now you get to police barriers, and then the police who are supposed to enforce this, they just look into the vehicle, one or two, and then I don't know.
Okay. That conversation, you're going to leave for another day. But you're still watching this morning live here on Metro TV. Don't go anywhere. We are live on the DSTV channel 277. We are back from this break with more. And Michael is already here making all noise. Don't go anywhere. Stay with us.
Looking for the ultimate football experience? To feel every emotion, to be part of the conversation, and to live every banter. Looking for Ronaldo, Hazard, Sterling for massive skills and out-of-this-world moments. Come and get it. Watch the UEFA Euro 2020 live on SuperSport from 11 June to 11 July on GoTV. Love it.
The search for a reliable partner in dealing with your Uton bus needs has been made easier and convenient with SA Automobile. SA Automobile, formerly Uton Ghana Limited, has been in the business of offering quality Uton product and services at competitive rates. At SA Automobile, our team of expert staff, management, engineers, and mechanics professionally deal in the sale of Uton buses, genuine spare parts, its repairs and maintenance at our highly effective workshop with remarkable speed. We also have available the sale of Camel car batteries, Weichai and Kia spare parts, Zonton coaches and light-duty vehicles for everyday movement. Contact us on 020-000-0831 or 054-555-7500. You can also email us info@saautomobilegh.com or visit our website at www.saautomobilegh.com. SA Automobile, the pleasure of doing business with you is all ours.
You're welcome back. Still watching this morning live here on Metro TV, and Michael Joyce here with the latest in the water sports. I believe he will talk about the Puncher Cup.
Welcome back. You're still live on This Morning, and it's time for the early morning sports update with me, Michael Kofi Odro, and we start from news in the Ghana Premier League, where Legon Cities have not hidden their desire to fight to keep their slot in top-flight football, and captain and experienced goalkeeper Fatah Dada says the team must remain focused in order to realize the ambition of staying safe in the GPL.
It's a difficult time when the league is getting this way. Those who want to win the league are pushing. Those who want to escape relegation are also pushing. So I think we need to win some games. It's possible. We can do it so that we can find ourselves at a comfortable position. We need to survive and stay in the league, and so that we take it from there next season. So I think it's going to be difficult. We are going to beat the team that they want to win the league. We are going to beat the team that they want to escape relegation. So it's not easy. That's what I said earlier on. We need to step up our determination and then winning mentality so that we can take at least 6 from it.
Now from the Ghana Premier League, we move to some continental football and to the Copa America. Argentina picked up their second victory of the championship, beating Paraguay by a lone goal as Uruguay fights from behind to a 1-1 draw game to Chile.
Gomez once again, Tagliafico advancing up the left. Gomez takes it himself and a little shot across the bow there after 5 minutes. Didn't take it cleanly with him. 2 Paraguayan players collide. Aguero on the doorstep. It's up onto the roof of the net. What on earth happened there? And how lucky are Paraguay not to have conceded. Right, that just gives him the space to come inside. Now he cuts it through. It's Gomez who clips it in over Silva. Papu Gomez, 33 years of age, 6th ever appearance for his country, 2nd goal, and Argentina are out in front. Messi, just wide. Silva there at full stretch. Yeah, he was opting to go.
Highlights from the Copa America. Argentina are unbeaten in 3 games of the Copa after a drawn game and 2 straight victories. And Lionel Messi still hopeful of winning his first major silverware with the senior national team of Argentina after World Cup success with the under-20 side and Olympic Games gold medal with the under-23 side of Argentina. Let's now move to the European Championship, where Denmark left their best for the last round of the group games as they beat Russia 4-1. Belgium would also complete a 3-game winning run in the group stage as they recorded a 2-0 victory over Finland. Austria 1, Ukraine 0, and North Macedonia losing to Netherlands, who have also kept a 100% start to the Euros.
In again by Alaba. And Austria go in front. Devastating delivery. And Austria off to a flyer.
And it's all about desire. And he showed it not that long ago at the other end when he cleared a corner. And he's just shown it.
Malinovsky. Oh, it almost fell for Yarmolenko. Now Schupf. Arnautovic through the middle. It's Arnautovic. Sankov ready. And it's been poured away by Bachmann. Had it gone in, it would have been an own goal. It would have gone in off lineup.
can't get in the ball into the empty net.
And Austria, who celebrate their success in Bucharest.
Drive into the space and hit that with your left foot.
Pressure still on, Pandev lays it off, shot comes in! Oh. So close to taking the lead there. Marlon, who finds Memphis Depay, and racing through the centre is Wijnaldum. Marlon slides it in, Memphis Depay, 1-0 to the Netherlands, from one end of the pitch to the other.
It's a really good ball from Memphis, he gets it back from Daniel Marlon, and a lovely one-touch finish. Terrific goal. Dimitrievski.
And it comes, decent delivery, and it's off the line by Trzaskowski.
Comes off that post there to make sure he gets ahead, because the goalkeeper's well beaten.
Come the Netherlands once more. Memphis Depay, Wijnaldum in the centre. There's goal number 2.
Strokes that into the back of the net. Lovely goal.
Little touch from Marlon is a lovely one, and it falls at the feet of Wijnaldum. And he doesn't miss chances like those.